Assalamu alaikum viewers. In our last video, we have seen how the large and small function of Microsoft Excel works. Today, we are going to learn about how the odd and even function of Microsoft Excel work. As the name implies, the odd finds out whether a number is odd or even. In mathematics, if a number is divisible with 2, then that number is even. If it is not divisible by 2, then it's odd. In another point of view, if you divide a number with 2, if you get any remainder, then the number is odd. On the other hand, if it doesn't have a remainder, then it's even. This is the basic concept of odd and even. Let's see how the odd and even function of Microsoft Excel behaves or works. First of all, I am going to discuss about the odd function. Then I am going to discuss about the even function. On the right hand side, I have two relevant functions of odd and even. The both of them is very simple logical function. They simply checks whether a number is odd for the first example, and for the second example they check whether a number is even or not. As you can see, the results are in Boolean. This is a special type of data where you will get true or false as the result. Let's discuss about the odd function first. As you can see, I have labeled the column B as the numbers where I have given all the numbers. In the column D, I have used the formula. As you can't see the result and the formula at the same time. This is why in the column F, I have shown you guys which formula is bringing out this result on D column. In other words, you can say this is the visual representation of which formula is being used in column D. So let's talk about the odd function first. Let's press cell D2 to have a visual confirmation on the formula that is bringing us the result 3. Pressing the F2 function button of your keyboard will show us the formula view. I have used the odd function, and as a range reference I have used the B2 cell. The input of this function in this first case is a even number, so the odd function is giving us the next odd number since the input is a even number. In other words, you can say whatever the input is, you will get always the odd number from the odd function of Microsoft Excel. If the input is an even number, which is 2, we are getting 3 as the odd output result, which means Excel will always give you the next odd number if the input is an even number. On the other hand, in the example 2, if the input is an odd number, Excel will give you the same output as a result of odd function. For an example, if I put 5 and hit enter, as you can see, the D4 cell is still giving us the result 5 since the input is 5, which is an odd number. If we put an even number in the B4 cell, let's check out what result comes out. I'm going to use 8. Hit enter. As you can see, 8 is an even number. As output we are getting 9, which is obviously an odd number. So this proves if the input is a even number, then you will get always the next odd number. On the other hand, if the input is odd, then you will get always the same result in case of the odd function of Microsoft Excel. On the other hand, the even function works directly the opposite to the odd function. In cell D7, selecting the cell, if you press the function key F2 on your keyboard, you can have the visual on the formula. I have used the even function of Microsoft Excel and used B7 cell as an input of this function. So let's hit enter. Since the input is 2 and it is an even number, the output is also 2, as 2 itself is an even number. In case of this second example, the input of this function, I have referred the cell B9 as the input of the even function. As a 3 is an odd number, the result of our even function is 4, which is the next number of the input, as 4 comes after the 3 in the numerical serial. If I use 9 as an input in this case instead of 3, the result should be 10. Hit enter on your keyboard to see the result. Here the result is 10, as 10 is the next number of 9. You guys should do further experiment with these two functions of Microsoft Excel. If you are confused or face any problem, feel free to comment out in the comment section under this video. Let's see the relevant odd and even function, which is a simple logical function. In case of the relevant to the odd function, we are going to use isODD, which puts a logical test whether the input is an odd number or not, and it gives us the result simply in true or false. As you can see in cell M2 and M4, in case of first example, the result is false. Selecting the M2 cell, press the F2 function key on your keyboard. This formula refers to the K2 cell, which contains the number 2, which is an even number. Hit enter on your keyboard. Since the input is 2 and it is an even number, the isODD function gives us the result false. Here the isODD function judging the input whether it is an even or odd. You can consider this phenomena like the formula is asking 2, are you an odd number? Then 2 is replying no, so the result is false. In case of second example, let's select M4 cell and hit the F2 function key on your keyboard. Here we are referring the cell K4 as an input which contains 3. So this function is asking 3, are you a odd number? 3 is replying yes. So the result of this function in this case is true. In case of relevant to the even function, we are going to know about the isEVEN function. You can use the same phenomena that I have discussed about the isODD function in this case as well. Think the function of this isEVEN function like it is asking the number 2, are you an even number? In the reply, the 2 is saying yes, I am. So this function is giving us the result true, as number 2 is an even number. Let's change the value into 6, which is also an even number, and the result is again true. If we change the value and make it an odd number, 9, hitting enter should give us the result false. So as you can see here, the isEVEN function is asking the number 9, are you an even number? In the reply, the 9 is saying that no, I am not. So here the answer is false. In case of the second example, the input, which is 3, is an odd number. This function is asking 3, are you an even number? In the reply, 3 is saying no, I am not. This is why the function is replying the result as false. So this is all for today. Keep practicing by yourself. If any confusion arises, please feel free to comment out in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel XLFC Microsoft Excel Fan Club. If you wish, you can visit my blog at xlfc.blogspot.com or xlfc.wordpress.com.